Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Sam from Ask Sam, and today we're going to be talking about the American Express Platinum Card, and this is on the personal side. And so, I know in my last video, one of my videos, I talked about the American Express Platinum Card on the business side. Well, today I want to strictly focus on the personal side and why this would be a good card for you guys. So let's take a look and see what some of our options are with this card and why I think it's a good card, especially for people who likes to do a lot of luxury travel. Now, this card is going to come with an annual fee of $695. So let's go ahead and get the elephant out the room. Okay. Is that a big price? Yes. But at the same time, guys, this is called a coupon card for a reason, because you're going to get a lot of credits when it comes to this card. Now, as you can see, they have a offer going on right now where you can get 80,000 points once you do up to 6,000 purchases, and that's in 6 months. And guys, really, if you just do your everyday spend, you'll be able to hit that. And what you can do with those 80,000 points is be able to transfer those to some of their partners where you're going to get more bang for your value with that. And so those are some of the things I always tell people to do if you're going to use these membership points that you get from American Express. Now, this card is going to be for anybody that's looking for flights and hotels, everyday value, and luxury travel. As they say right here, you can lock over 1,500 when it comes to value, and I'm going to show you what that means in detail right here. And so here are some of the things along that you guys will be able to get, and this alone is going to be up to 1,584, I believe, once we add all this up of what you can actually get in value. But you can get even more when you think about some of the other things you're able to get with this card. Now, as you can see, it's going to come with a $200 hotel credit, and that's with their fine hotels and resorts. And so with the American Express Platinum card, when you use that, you're able to get things like 4 p.m. checkout, breakfast, things like that when it comes to that. And you book your travel through their portal when it comes to be able to get this statement. But what you're going to be able to get is a statement credit each year on that. And so that'd be pretty big, because that already is deducting from that $695 fee that you're paying for this card. You're also going to get a $200 airline fee credit. I explained to you guys before how I use my credit. So you can use their credit when it comes to bags. Let's say you got to pay for your bags. You can use the credit for that. Or you can use that credit to upgrade into another seat, like I typically do for mine, because I get my bags free with the military. But that being said, I always say, make sure that you're competitive with who you're going to use that credit with. Just pick whatever airline, because you have to pick an airline every year, or which one you're going to be able to do. And instead, you can only change it once, but honestly, I've changed it multiple times. But you would go in and you would pick which airline you want to do. So with me, I have mine as American Airlines right now. And so then once I fly with American Airlines, what I would do is, if I want to upgrade to my seat, or if I just want to buy a seat in general, so I can be more comfortable, giving myself more leg room, anything like that, I would do it. And I would know that I'm going to be reimbursed for that with this airline credit. Now, you have to do that separate. So what you do, I'll just give you a rundown of how you typically do that, is you would go ahead and you would buy the airline ticket with American Airlines, and then you would go back and then you would buy the seat. And from there, you would then be able to get the reimbursement. And normally it takes about 2 to 3 days, sometimes like 2 weeks or something like that, in order for them to be able to reimburse you. Now, you're also going to be able to get the 155 Walmart credit, which with Walmart, you're going to be able to get Walmart Plus with that. And so think about what I like about that is, not only is that going to allow you to be able to get those purchases, all the purchases you get with Walmart Plus, but then also you're going to be able to get Paramount, which is partnered with Walmart as well, with that membership. So you really get a bang for, you're getting 2 things in that. So I really like that, of being able to get that with the Walmart Plus credit. You're also going to be able to get a 240 digital entertainment credit. So you can use that, as you can see, for Disney Plus, the Disney Bundle, ESPN, Hulu, Peacock, Sirius XM, New York Times, things like that. You're able to get those credit for each year. And so, as you can see, it's up to $20 in statement each credit each month. And so if you notice you already use these platforms already, well, this card is pretty much going to allow you to be able to get those for free now, because it's going to be giving you a credit. All you have to do is just make sure that you're putting that on your credit card. So I really like that about American Express. Let's see what else we got on here. Uber Cash. So the thing about an Uber Cash is they're going to give you guys $15 in Uber Cash that you can use for Uber Eats or you can use for just regular Uber. And so I like that because if you're a food junkie like me, like I mean, I like to eat. Okay, it is what it is. But I love using my feature on my Amex Gold card where I use my Uber. I only get $10. They allow you to get $15, which now you're getting more bang for your buck with that because typically it's hard to get something for $10. Let's be honest. So MSI really can increase that, honestly. But that being said, $15, you're pretty much getting a typical entree or wherever you're ordering at. And so knowing that you're going to be able to get that every month, that's pretty cool. And then at the same time, that bonus goes up to $20 in December. So that's even more. So I like that more. I mean, so at that point, you're pretty much paying for your whole meal. And you're also going to be able to get a $300 Equinox credit. So I haven't really dug into deep to Equinox, but from what I'm seeing, it's more of a subscription base for fitness. And so if you know that you use that, you're able to get the $300 up from it. And it used to be, I want to say you used to break it up and like $25 a month, but now it lets you get a full credit up front. So now you can use that full thing to pay for whatever Equinox subscription is for the classes, or let's say you were trying to use it for, to pay for any equipment, anything like that. So I like that about it. It's not something that me personally I use, or the fact that I don't have this personal card, I have the business card, so I don't get this credit at all. But if I was using it, and let's say they had something like this for Peloton, I would use it because I use the Peloton. You guys already know how I feel about the Clear credit. And I've given you guys different strategies before in my last video, how you can use that Clear credit, but you're able to get Clear with this. And that's a $189 credit that you'll be able to get a statement each year. So basically Clear is going to allow you to skip the lines when it comes to the airports. And I told you guys that the best thing to do with that is combine your Clear with your TSA pre-check or global entry, in which I've told you guys before, hey, make sure, because you're going to get a global entry statement credit with this as well. Hey, go get global entry, because global entry is pretty much the TSA pre-check for when you're doing a travel abroad. But global entry also includes TSA pre-check. So go ahead and get global entry so that now you have both. And so now you can combine your global entry TSA pre-check with the Clear. And so not only are you able to skip the lines, but now you don't have to take off your gear and all that type of stuff because now they already vetted you. And so I like that about that. And I also told you that, hey, you can add additional members up to 4 people onto your Clear account, which is pretty cool. And that is like, I want to say around $60 that you can ask somebody for that. And so if you think about it, if you have somebody that you know would pay you to be added to their account, you can charge them $90, maybe $95 or something like that, just half of what a typical Clear account would be. And for them, now you're making profit off of that. And also your buddy, whoever, they're getting Clear for half the price. So, those are some things that you could do in order to make this credit and get the best out of this credit. So those are one things I always tell people as a tidbit. And then last that they have as a credit is going to be Saks. So you get a $100 statement with Saks annually. And so they pretty much break that up into $50 every 6 months. And so me personally, I don't shop at Saks, but if you shop at Saks, or if I had this card, I would be shopping at Saks. Trust me. I would just get something from it just because you get the value, like it's free. So just go ahead. I don't care if you get anything, go donate it, or you can just be a Christmas gift, whatever you want to do. You're going to be able to get $50 worth of something from Saks. So, I will always look into that as well. But pretty much, hey, this card is very good. It's one of those things where, hey, it's going to let you know if you get a decision within 30 seconds. So I like about that. And then it pretty much has some of the same other things that I give you guys before. Like, for instance, you're going to be able to get access to that Centurion Lounge. And I told you guys before, I showed you guys pictures of some of the Centurion Lounges that I've been in. I've been to the one in Charlotte. I've been to the one in Dallas. And these are some of the best food by far that I've been at when I've been to these lounges. And it's more of a comfortable environment. So I love that about the American Express. And then also you can use this card to get into other lounges like American Airlines, like Delta Lounge, things like that. You're able to get into them. As long as you're flying with them, you're able to get into those lounges with your card. And so I like that as well with these cards. And so these are some of the things that just the perks and benefits you're able to get. And that's also going to include Priority Pass, which Priority Pass gives you access to up to over 1,400 lounges in the airports as well. And so that's another incentive, because Priority Pass alone will cost over $400 for you to be able to get that. Okay, a Centurion Lounge, just this right here is over $100 value that you're able to be able to get into there, because you're talking free food, you're talking complimentary alcohol, you're talking about things like that, like buffets, just relaxing showers. You got just different things you can do in these different lounges. And so being able to get the access to that and get you away, especially if you got layovers and all of that, I really like that about it. These are some of the standards that they have with the card. And of course, I always look at this. Now, don't get me wrong, the APR for this is pretty high, so make sure that you're not doing a big balance. And this is a charge card, which means that you don't have a necessary credit limit with this card. That being said, you still have to pay it when that time comes. Now, I do like that they have different designs for these cards as well. So, I mean, you can pretty much have it how you would want it. Me personally, I have the regular plastic, the classic platinum. I don't think the business, they didn't give me an option to do anything like that. I probably would have went with the floor, knowing me. Anybody who knows me know how I feel about floor. But that being said, this is a very good card, and it's still going to come with some of those irregular benefits that I tell you guys about all the time. Like, for instance, Amex offers that I tell you guys all the time, that you're able to add additional benefits to your card. They come out with different things. I feel like every month, but it may be every week, honestly. But I know definitely every month they come out with different things that you can do with your card. For instance, it was like, hey, spend 75, get 25 back, or spend 500, get 100 back. So they tell you different things that you're able to get with these cards. And you can automatically add those, like I do, with Max Rewards. And so you guys know how I feel about Max Rewards. If not, look at some of my other videos where I talk about Max Rewards. And comment below if you want me to do a full detailed video on Max Rewards, because I can do that as well. But regardless, I feel that not only is this a good card, but when you pair this card with other cards like your Amex Gold card, which would be your food card, you'll be able to get pretty much a trifecta of what you're able to have with these. So me, I would have this card for my luxury travel card, because when it comes to your everyday spend, you're not going to get your bang for your buck out of that. But that's where you want to lean more towards. Any cards are going to give you 2x points automatically, or my food and all that type of stuff, like my grocery shopping and all that, that's going to be my Amex Gold. But just the everyday protection and things like that you're going to be able to get with this card, and just being able to luxury travel with this card, I really like that about it. I like what they're able to do. And of course, you're going to get that Amex protection when it comes to like dispute resolution, and when it comes to like travel baggage, like of course, like if you guys have any layovers or they get lost, you get all the protection when it comes to Amex. And again, like I already tell you guys, when it comes to the pretty much customer service wise, Amex is the best. I'm always said, until something changed, so Chase or whoever, City, whoever, hey, get on your job. But I'm just letting you right now, Amex the best when it comes to the customer service by far that I've had experience with. But pretty much, everybody, that's all I have for this video. If you like what you heard so far, please make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys sticking with me and tuning in. I want to continue to give you guys more content, and let me know below, what other videos you guys want me to go into. I have some more MS cards that I want to go over. But of course, guys, that's all I have for today. Again, this is Sam, your favorite military traveler. See you guys on the next video. Bye.